Hey everybody, it's Andy here, aka Montolio. We're back for another Vintage League, and today we're going to play some Initiative Eldrazi. This is basically white Eldrazi, and we've plugged in some of the big dogs that we're seeing recently with the Initiative cards in Seasoned Dungeoneer and White Plume Venturer. And I know people have had some Eldrazi in this deck, but I don't know that they've actually run Thought-Knot Seers and Reality Smashers. I've certainly seen Eldrazi Displacer, the combination with the initiative creatures to being able to bounce them and reset the initiative, putting you further away in the dungeon. So this has all the good stuff. It's still got the Containment Freeze combo with Eldrazi Displacer as well, at being able to exile cards. This gives us some main deck hate against any type of bizarre strategy out there. We still have the good stuff in the Thalias and the Thorn in here, as well as Archon of Emeria to be able to slow down combo. And we've just got our Beat Sticks and Reality Smasher and Thought-Knots here. Uh, I always have a love-hate relationship with White Eldrazi. It's an awkward deck, and one of the reasons it's so awkward is because it's hard to find white mana sometimes. Hopefully we'll be able to find some white mana with our White Plume Adventures. Maybe we use a Lotus Petal, for instance, to be able to go and search up a basic Plains or the Cavern of Souls on one of the awkward, clerics or whatever be it, to have to search up that white source to be able to enable the rest of our spells that are of a different type. But anyways, that said, guys, I am going to take this out for a spin. As always, appreciate you hanging out. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you around one. Okay, we've mulliganed here. I think this is fine. We're going to keep this one. Put it back. We have to hope to draw a land here. But Containment Freeze could be good if my opponent's playing Bazaar. And they have multiple listings as Bazaar, so they're on white initiative. So we got burned a little bit there. Let's draw a land. Okay, that is not a land. So our first hand was far, far better than this one. Okay. So we're going to be up against something here. Human, yep. Oh, Lorna, the third path. That's pretty brutal. So we're about to have no mana. I don't think I'm going to flash in the priest here. Okay. I can return that back to my opponent's hand. Hopefully I don't get wastelanded here. Sure, yeah. I think at this stage in the game, I don't really have the luxury of passing. I mean, I could bounce Lauren here, but I don't think that accomplishes much. I think I just got to get going here. Unfortunately, I think this game is over. We took a little bit of a hedge that we were playing against Bazaar there, and kept a really loose hand, and we did peel on land off the top, but I think getting one here a second time is probably fairly moot. Despite I have a lot of lands in this deck. Okay, we found a cavern. Put it on human. There is a world here where we're able to steal the initiative from our opponent. I understand next turn. Oh, my opponent just giving me a land. Okay. I mean, that's helpful. But where we can flash in our Containment Priest here and maybe suicide one of them. But that's contingent on my opponent not casting another creature here. Probably can concede from here. My opponent's just too far ahead here. Yeah. All right. Now we know what we're playing against, and we're on the play, and that's going to help us. Definitely want swords here. Don't think this does anything. I could see Containment Priest Displacer being something decent. It is an easy creature to cast. I think Thalia is pretty low impact in general. I think I'll try this. Bring in a Pithing Needle for something like Wasteland if need be. Bit clunky. You can cast the Thought-Knot Seer next turn, or the Eldrazi Displacer, if we're left unaccosted here. Okay. I think I'm going to cast the Thought-Knot Seer here. It's very possible that that's get taken from with a Solitude, but we're going to do our best here. So they have an Archon there. I think the Archon is the problematic card here. We can continually bounce these things. And take the Archon here. Here you go. Next turn I can cast my own Archon if I wish. I got all they can cast is Thalia here unless they rip something. Come on, Thought-Knot Seer. Been a long time since I've cast a Thought-Knot Seer. I remember back in the good days where, I don't know what it was, 2016? We were putting Thought-Knot Seer in our shop stacks, our aggro shop stacks with 4 Eldrazi temples. It was really awesome. Okay, they're deciding to hold off here. What am I doing? It has to be Eldrazi. Okay, not a bad 2-drop there. Eldrazi Temple looking good. I think I only have 2 temples in my deck, but it's a nice little combo. Okay, white plume. Hmm. It's a tough call. They want a jump block. That's fine. Yep, they want to keep the initiative. See, it makes sense. Um, can only take one of the Dungeoneers, but I think that's okay. My guys are bigger than the Dungeoneer. This one I can put on human. Here you go. Like, that's quite a bit of damage coming through. Like, I'm going to be able to get through 11 damage next turn. If they use their Ancient Tomb, that's putting them really close. The sad thing is, oh, they got double Ancient Tomb. Wow, what is that? Okay. Well, that's lethal for me. Unless they've drawn a Solitude. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. I mean, I'm plowing with everything. I guess I plow with these 2 guys. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to attack with my 2 Thought Knots. If they double block, I'll bump one of their guys out of the way. And get a Plains. If you don't mind if I do. So that's 3. I have 2 extra mana. Right, like I can take this thing out of combat. And then they're just 100% dead. Yes, they get the initiative again. But they're going to get the initiative again no matter what I do. Let's put it on Wasteland. Here you go. We should have this one. Now it gets a lot tougher, though. You can see me wanting a couple Mind Break traps. A little bit awkward in this deck. Probably should have took out the needle for an extra Mind Break trap, but that's okay. I think we can do better. Yep, that's better. Now, awkward if we get Wastelanded, but I mean, it is what it is. Put a Smasher away for now. Maybe that was better to put the Containment Priest away. Hard to know. Okay. White Mox. So we have a Thought-Knots here no matter what next turn, unless they Wasteland us. And I'm happy if they Wasteland us. Ooh, that's pretty vicious. What do I want to put this on? Okay, your go. We got the initiative. Hopefully they don't have removal here. Okay. Oof, Lotus. Oh no. That's pretty scary. Yeah, that's what I was worried about, is that they had removal here. I'm going to get the initiative off me, sadly. Okay. Yep. See what they choose here. Probably going to lose this one. Let's see what they choose. These Vigilance creatures are pretty rough. Hopefully they forget to Wasteland me. Yep, makes sense. So they definitely are going to waste. Makes sense. Let's draw a Sol land. Okay. Okay. Wouldn't have minded finding a Swords of Plowshares there either. Yeah, I do have the answer for this. But I'm quite a ways away from being able to do it. Yeah, this one's just too far gone. I guess my opponent just literally has to have nothing in hand. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, here we are in round 2. Playing some white Eldrazi today. We did win the die roll. It's pretty good. Do we Thought Knot or do we Seasons Dungeoneer? I kind of think I need a Seasoned Dungeoneer, to be honest. Because I need the land. It's a bit risky if my opponent's playing counter magic, but I mean, what am I going to do, right? And the other option is I play a Thalia and a Containment Priest. Which I'm not crazy about. Yeah, okay, it's just F6. Here you go. What do you got for me? Concession. I don't know what that means. Really hard to know. I don't think Containment Priest is likely to be a big player here. If it was Bizarre, they wouldn't even have skipped a beat there. This one's a little too slow. If I had a Soul Land and the Thorn, I think it'd be reasonable. And I think we have a mulligan this one. Yeah, this one's fine, I think. It's slow. Smasher seems so bad in this deck. Opponent's going low. Just hope they have a slower hand. Saga. Saga's a good one. Okay. If they don't have another land, I'm in decent shape here. Guys, Chalice got me so good there. Okay. Here we go. Let's just hope they don't have another land, guys. They do. Oh, what is this I'm playing against? Crazy. Yeah, Smackdown for sure here. Suboptimal. Because we're likely going to lose to a mulligan to 4 that is just literally on Urza Saga plan. I've got a full strip package and my deck just didn't find any. And of course, I've drawn 2 0 mana artifacts. My first 2 draw steps, which is pretty brutal. It's going to be 5/5s, but Soul Ring, yeah. It's a lot of damage. Okay, that's helpful. That is helpful. I'm going to play the bigger bodied guy here. Like, this guy is my better creature, but if they play another artifact, I absolutely essentially need to be able to block. Get another block in here. They're going to take the initiative here, but we were going to have a creature left over to be able to take it back, and hopefully they don't have anything. They do. Okay, it's pretty decent. Yep. So they get the initiative off me, but we're going to be able to fly over here. Hopefully, anyways. Oh, basic. Okay, failed to find. So this is nice because it comes into play untapped. Like, comes into play tapped, but will untap. Okay. So I can't really attack profitably here. Let's hope they don't have a force of will. Okay, so we've got the initiative back. And we're going to forge. And I'm going to put it on. It's a tough call. This guy's the bigger body. Okay. Once again, can't really attack. So that's fairly integral against something like a Phyrexian Censor, to be able to untap myself to potentially protect myself from losing the initiative. Okay. So we got that one. All right, guys. Andy here, aka Montolio, back round 3 of our Vintage League. I know this player is a bizarre player. The issue I have is my hand is really good if it's not bizarre. And I'm going to gamble here. Because it's a league, the opponent could be playing just about anything, despite I think there probably are on bizarre. I just hate mulliganing, for all intents and purposes, really good hands. That's why my win record is so bad, is that I can't play the same deck anymore over and over. It does not interest me at all. Okay, so we don't want this. Smashers are terrible. Thalia is fine, protecting my stuff. I think it's reasonable. These can exile some things with my Containment Priest. Archon is solid. I don't know about Seasoned Dungeoneer. I don't know about Thought-Knot Seer. Seasoned Dungeoneer, I guess, can get through for damage. Something like this. Let's give this a go. I don't know that Swords is really great against Dredge, but nope. There's that Pearl. I could cast an Archon. If I had a Wasteland, it would be so much better. I think we have to go lower. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Very strong. Unfortunately, I have to put a couple back, but I think I'll put Thalia away. Maybe a priest. I think this is what I want to do. The issue with this is if I get my mana crypt countered, it's pretty hard on me, but I'm going to lead out with a turn 1 Archon, and then I will Wasteland and cast a Containment Priest next turn. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully they don't have Force of Will. Okay, that's strong. Yep. Okay. So we're going to need to find a ley line in our opener here. I think this is good. I might bring in something. Like Kataki is really awful, but if they have a hollow one, it could be good. Yeah. The whole reason I'm keeping Thorning, guys, is Force of Vigor, Force of Will protection. I think we are going to require a Leyline of the Void in our opener to have a chance here. Okay, well, that's pretty damn good. I will keep this one. But yeah, going back to, what people enjoy and where they're at in their development, and playing the same deck over and over again on Magic Online is just so unappealing to me. Like, even when things get competitive, it takes all I have to be able to play a competitive deck that I'm really good at. Oh, that was a good play from them. Oh dear. Okay. No Bazaar. And of course, everybody is different, right? Like, they just enjoy playing different types of decks, and you have to respect that for sure. And they do have a Bazaar. Okay. Dodge a hollow one here would be nice. Okay. Well, we're going to resolve the Containment Priest here. And the good news is we can put this on Cleric, which is also what the White Plumes are. We're just going to get busy doing this here now. There's no reason to wait. We're not tricking anybody. I'm just going to do it. The next turn, hopefully we can take over the game with the White Plumes. Or the Seasoned Dungeoneer, for that matter. This should put them down to 1 card. I guess they draw up to 2. Yep. All right. Okay, we've run into Absorbent 3 here, who is a fish player, likes to play the creature strategies. I think my hand is somewhat reasonable here. We're on the draw, but I'm going to keep it. It's a bit awkward. That's a scary card here. Collector Roof? Oof would be a bit of a blow, yeah. All right. Yeah, Goif is pretty rough too. Do I want to wasteland my opponent? I don't think so, guys. I think we need to try and get our plan going here. Okay. I'm going to put it on Cleric because what I'm trying to do is sneak attack my opponent here. And I'm going to try and get the Collector Roof. I know it's going to pump their timer going up bigger, but my hope is that my Tarmogoyf will be bigger than their, or my Thought Knot will be bigger than their Tarmogoyf. Canker Room. Proliferate. Okay. 3/2. And this is going to allow me to cast my... Now the Tarmogoyf is getting bigger here. Not going to expose my white source here. I want to be able to cast my Thought Knot, take a card out of their hand. You can have Force of Air. Both those cards are absolutely terrible here. Love it if they sacrifice this to kill my Mox. That would be good. I guess the instant, there is some merit to the instant in the sense that if they can pitch it, they can pump their Tarmogoyf up. See, they should have really attacked. I guess the artifact is in the yard already. It's the instant that is the tantalizing piece there. You know what's crazy is I can take both their lands here. I like that a lot. Okay. We're fragile, but Okay, let's get going. Guess I should have played that Mox the turn before I played the Archon. I just don't think I'm going to actually play the Mox here until I'm forced, because I feel like giving them the extra target is just unnecessary. But that said, I guess I can just cast the Thorn here. So it makes it twice as hard for them. They're going to require 2 mana to be able to do anything, Force of Vigor wise. I'm fine with that. I can give up casting a Containment Priest here. Love to be able to steal the initiative here. Okay, that's a nice draw. Well, it's not really, but there you go. Lots of artifacts to draw here. Wouldn't mind a Reality Smasher now. Okay, that's a good one. There we go. Another Archon. That's going to give me a lot more pressure in the air. Did find a land. Okay. White Plume, Seasoned Dungeoneer. Oops. Tapped an extra mana for the good measure, guys. It'd be cool if we drew an Eldrazi Displacer as well. Yep. How did they cast that? I have 2 tax effects. Of course, I realized as soon as I set up my opponent places me in Spirit Guides. Okay. It's a 2-turn clock here. Do I just go? Yeah, I was going to say, do I just go with everything here? How would this have worked out? I'm hitting them for 4. It puts them down to 3 regardless. They have to block the Thought-Knot Seer. So they can double block the Thought-Knot Seer, chump block the other one, go to 6, putting them to 1. I'm casting another Archon. Yeah, I think I would have attacked there. I mean, it was totally unnecessary to do, but I think I would have done it. Might want a Miser Pithing Needle against my opponent. Certainly don't need a Thorn. Thalia seems okay. Seems like a matchup where a Smasher could be good. I'm going to want my lands. So Needle probably just isn't necessary. I definitely like Swords. Like all my lands. We can't have it all. Containment Priest is pretty meh, but it is pretty good with this Blazer. I just cut a Thalia. My opponent is a creature deck. No, I can do better than this. Yep. The only way I get punished is my opponent has a Chalice here. Like, I mean, if they have an oof, they have an oof. There's nothing I can do about that. Like, I'm just hoping they cast a Tarmogoyf here. All right. This does take away my ability to smash, doesn't it? Let's thought not first here, guys. What's up? Ooh, I cast a spell. All right. Didn't read that card very clearly. Bit of a mistake. I mean, it had to get played out. I guess I could have played the Ancient Tomb instead. Not really wanting to expose my white source here, so I don't think I'm going to. I am taking a substantial amount of damage here, but I'm going to try and take stuff out of my opponent's hand here, see if they have something that's relevant. Yeah, swords, huge. Okay. Why would my opponent not fetch in response to my trigger and just STP me? That was weird. Okay. So I've taken some damage here, that's for sure. But hopefully I can stabilize now. They have a lot of mana here. Sucks this comes to play tapped, but see if we can hold the fort down with the boys here. And we'll wasteland as they get closer to 6 mana, if need be. I'm not sure. I guess this can stop Oath and Citadel or something, but it doesn't seem very good to me. Please double block it. I'll be thrilled with that. Don't really want to take any more damage here if I don't have to. I mean, next turn, I guess I'll do it. Maybe I was a little greedy there with the attack, but if they want to start alpha striking, I think that's fine. Now, if they remove my Thought Scour, I'm dead. My Thought Knot Seer, excuse me. That's easier said than done. Lands will come into play tapped with the Archon. So if they drop a Gaia's Cradle, okay. I know they have a Boseiju in hand. Yep. Yeah, they get my Smasher. I will consider that a good trade for me. I'm giving up a little bit of potential here to do this. Not casting the Smasher now. Like if I draw something I'm wanting to cast next turn that costs 3 or more mana, it's a little bit of a feel bad, but the Smasher can hit pretty hard. Then tapped. Come on, baby. Yes. Yeah, like something like a Deathrite Shaman here could be pretty scary for me. Okay, there's your play. I know they have a Boseiju and one unknown card in hand. Displacer. Oh, I should have took the Black Source, shouldn't I have? Boy, that was bad. I'm not playing my tightest Magic today, guys, but that's okay. We're having a good time together. There's your spell. People forget that all the time, myself included. Even when it's my own Archon, sometimes I play into that. Love a Displacer here. Nope. Okay, well, my opponent is at 7 life. They have 3, 4, 5, 6. They can turn this into a 5/5 at the expense of their Lotus. 3, 4, 5, 6. Each elf. This is not an elf. So I think it's fine. I am at 5 life, notably here. They have to block this, so they can trade with that. What if I go with everything? So if my opponent has removal, it could be bad. This is going to go to the graveyard, an artifact creature. So this will be a 3/4. Right, so they block this on this. And you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, it's not worth it. This is what I'm doing. They're just going to trade. I mean, they have to, right? And swords. Okay, that's a pretty good one. But that does give me some life back, which is good. And that cost them their Black Lotus. That's not nothing. So, of note, they are bigger than me right now. But I'm back up to 10. Interesting game. They have a Besaju in hand, right? Or is that the Besaju in the yard? I don't know. Lost track. Maybe that's what they discarded to the Reality Smasher. That's what happened. Okay, coming in. Getting closer. Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, geez, if they have a Scavenging Ooze, that's pretty rough on me. Swords is decent. Coming with everything here, guys. Right, I just remove this here and it's game. Okay. Okay, guys, here we are for round 5. Gus Glass, nice fellow, chatty guy, playing white initiative. Always a nice guy in the chat, or a nice person. I associate the name Gus with a gentleman, but in today's day and age, that is not necessarily finite. We've won the die roll, and this hand, a little bit too clunky, I think. I think we can do a bit better. This one is not better. Might need some Mox Diamonds in this list. Chalice almost gets me there, but this hand does literally nothing otherwise. I'm going to have to unfortunately go down to 4 here. I just can't keep this. Yeah, no, we can do better than this. This doesn't do it either, man. This one, however, might. It's pretty awful, guys. Oh no! That's so brutal, guys. Instead of us being able to steal the initiative this turn, they're going to be on the front foot of it. Well, let's hope they have a fair turn one. That's not typical of, yeah, I mean, there you go. Right, that would have been their play. I guess my Chalice Wasteland hand is looking a little bit better here. What can we find, guys? Not bad. Well, they don't have removal. I don't really think we can win this. I'm just playing it out just to see a turn or two more to see that. Yeah, I'm not going to play it out a turn or two more. Who am I kidding? I lied. Okay. I just don't like Thalia. Nice. I'm just going to get smashing here, guys. Can't even solitude me. Follow up with a turn 2 White Plume, and then the plan is turn 3 Smasher. I guess it can be solituded if they decide to spend 2 mana on it next turn. Boom. Uh-oh. Does that work? Target of a spell. It does work. I didn't think that worked. Okay. Got roasted pretty good there. Okay. I was feeling pretty good in this game, but that certainly took the wind out of my sails, didn't it? Okay. Need a Mox or a Soul Land. That'll do. Mm-hmm. Yep, here we go. Bit scary. Yeah, they have the 3. Okay. Archon is solid. Yeah, that does bring my land into play tapped. I have 1 card in hand. Really have to hope that it's not anything too exciting because I'm really wanting to kill the Archon here so they can't fly over and steal the initiative from me, but that is contingent on them not finding one. Okay, so they don't have it. They might be on removal themselves. This is going to put me closer to casting my Smasher. Both at very healthy life totals here. Okay, next turn I can cast a Smasher. Nope. Okay. Lost well here. Okay. Thought Knot is solid. I don't think I need to cast a Thought Knot, though. I think I really want to just get beating down. Like, swords will come at a price. Yes, I guess Solitude works. Yep. Like, has to discard a card. Okay. So they did actually have the sword. They can pick one or the other. Both are strong enough to hold the ground against what my opponent's doing with the Anointed Peacekeeper here. I'm going to trap them here. If I draw land too, I could just cast Thought Knots here over top of the Anointed Peacekeeper. Yeah, okay. So that might mean that they have protection in their hand, or removal. Guess I'll create the treasure token. Found it anyways. Forgot I had to pay the tax on it. That was my confusion. So salt, yeah, that makes sense. Very telling. You know what? I don't think it is worth me trading, and the reason is that being able to untap my Smasher, my Thought Knot are pretty strong. And that might be a bit conservative. Like I'm about to go into Catacombs here. Yeah, I drew another Thought Knot. All right, let's see what we can do. It's going to be a little bit tougher on the draw, I think, unfortunately. Let's go down to 2. Let's try this out. Maybe I can catch my opponents with his pants down with my break trap, but I'm going to be tough to win on the draw here. I think I need to find a pretty busted hand. They have mulliganed. All right, well, I mean, I think I keep this hand, right? And just hope that I can draw into some creatures that I can cast that are powerful enough to tangle with what they're doing. Obviously, the removal piece is key here. But because I'm on the draw, like having the fast mana is just so vital. And if they catch me with a... Okay, that's good news for me. It's buying me time. Okay. I'm going to play the Pearl out in case they chalice me. I will not show the Black Lotus. And of course, holding up STP. Double Wasteland here is pretty strong if my opponent has to play their lands out. Yeah, okay. It's good news for me. Just need some creatures. I'm not doing very well in that regards. Like double Ancient Tomb is brutal. All right, well, hopefully we've crippled them here. Yep, Archon. Oh, guys, come on. This is really mean. Hopefully they don't have land here. Probably should have played out the Ancient Tomb and just took the 2 damage because I can play the land through, but probably just... Oh, they don't have a land. Okay. Now, my hand is not good. I have not drawn a creature in a deck that is just full of them. I hope I have not missed my window. There we go. Phew! This is going to get removed for sure. That goes without saying. And I could counter whatever they do. Like if they have a Solitude, obviously they can do it now, but Swords they don't. Let's hope they stumble here. And a Lost Well once again. I really want to get some creatures going here. I think it's more important, especially in the presence of removal. Huge. Yep. All right. Got there, guys. So a nice 4-1 for us. I actually don't know if this deck really is any good. Saw a little bit of what the Smashers can do, a little bit of what the Thought Knots can do. Containment Priest was pretty good in our matchup against Dredge. Unfortunately, not main deck. It didn't work in the opening game, but post board they were solid and never got the Displace or Containment Priest combo going. I suspect that this deck is really just not anywhere near as good as General White Eldrazi, though I do believe we actually beat it twice in this league. All right, guys. As always, appreciate you hanging out. Hit that like and subscribe button. Feel free to leave any comments. I'm going to get back to you, and we're going to see you next time.